What's up, YouTube? This is Radio Station here, and we're gonna go ahead and react to episode 23 of Vinland Saga. Alright, so two more episodes left. I don't really see much anime original content, even though they said they're gonna tweak some stuff. I guess it was so minute that it didn't really make much of a difference. But yeah, this show has been great this season, and frankly, it's if it wasn't for the likes of Kaguya-sama, Fruits Baskets to a certain degree, and Sinful Gear, it would this would be anime of the season for me, tops like hands down. Kimetsu no Yaiba is nah nah like can't sap. There's a reason why this is no longer part of a Shonen Jump, part of the usual Shonen Jump the Shonen Jump series anymore. Well, okay, I don't remember which Shonen magazine it was part of, but it was no longer part of it, and it was turned in more into a CNN, which is perfectly so, because nothing about it screams Shonen to me. Nothing about it at all. If it was the only thing that would into it would be how they face off in the battles, but even then, that's not that to a certain degree. Although Thornkill could fit in a shonen series as that really as like the Broly. He's literally the Broly, the Viking Broly, basically. That's how he is, and I like it. Not that I know much about Broly, but based on the memes everywhere and what I'm told about him, yeah, he's 100% either Goku or Broly. Literally, Goku stretching every almost just before every freaking match, and Broly just having that sort of like that thirst for battle and also a high degree of pride and honor, and that says something. And last week, Asuka really put Dorfin in his place, and honest and the thing is, Dorfin's just getting is just playing it like Asuka has this young man by the thing by like in the palm of his hand right now because he can always just mentally get at him, and he can go at it all day until he can no longer fucking move. And then we also saw Asuka's own past, where he has no hesitation in killing his own father, who basically previously impregnated his mother, which got him into this world. You know, he's basically so being the son of a slave. He actually makes sense here, and then the fact that his father was part of nobility, and then he goes ahead and kills him like that. He wasted no time, but for 10 years, and Thorfinn, which is kind of like in my place, well, but my situation is different. But for 10 years, Thorfinn was trying to do that, but he's just been continually back at square one, because he cannot control his emotions like, at all. He's basically is basically it's basically Asuka and telling him stop being a fucking shonen protagonist, because your typical shonen protagonist. And I'm not saying that all shonen protagonists act like that, but the way Dorfin's going about it, he's never going to get out of this. What he wants, the way he's just you know throwing temper tantrums here and there all over the freaking place, and like if he doesn't shape up at any point, I mean it's not he's not gonna get anywhere with it. So yeah, so I'm just gonna go ahead and pull up. This is gonna be episode 23. Oh boy, so this is the one thing that I'm really prioritized every weekend. So I'm just gonna go ahead. Everything seems alright. So yeah, let's pull this. Yeah, let's pull this up. All right. So my nose is a little sniffly, so do apologize for that. And let's go ahead. So 3, 2, 1, let's jam. Asuka is just like next level villain, man. And he still doesn't feel like an actual that tip villain to me. He's just like someone of great interest because the way he talks and how thoughtfully his character was written out and all that. You know, like those particular stains you somehow are sure you didn't miss, or you sure you cleaned off and all. Like when you're trying to do chores out there, that's how Aspen feels regarding trying to you know trying to raise trying to maintain trying to deal with Thorfinn. And Asuka is just like, I am just sick of this. Everyone's the fucking same. With the exception of Bjorn, like I don't think Asuka has had any other people regarding as true friends here. Alright, I'm gonna stop. I'm a pure counsel. Miscalculation. Oh boy. Yeah. Well, intended to, unless massacre starts breaking out. Hey, don't even take a second look. They're too concerned with their own thing. North finishes. You're starting to suspect something. That's what they all say. That's what they all say. Exercise caution. If be it rumor or be it truth. Well, you will soon. That's all I was concerned about, of course. Thor. Gosh. Well, yeah, but it doesn't mean everyone's on set is feeling tense. So, Torko just there munching on a damn sausage. Meanwhile, Dorfin's just out here. He is a broken young man right now. Yeah. He's just so. He's just like. He's just lost mentally right now. He's just seeing things at this point. As if he has anything to pay with. Oh. Even while half injured and half injured, like a broken arm and all. And now he's ended up here. I didn't reach. Yeah, this is. I have not been. I wasn't this far in the manga, so I have no clue where this goes. You know, Thorko's just over there, just feeling bored right now. It just really amuses me. Just like, oh, we happy we multiverse, but there's some we got some we're thinking something else. It's ulterior motives, and those two know, those two family members, all father and son, know what the other is up to. It's just who's gonna make the first move or so. But of course, they got to keep up this because they don't want because it's like now it's not the time. Now it's not the time to just. Now is not the time to take action. At this point, just act like they're friendly, and then when the time's right. Fucking playing 5D, fucking playing 5D chess. I like this. Uh oh. Okay, so that's expected. It's as if the crown is telling him who he should put down. I mean, he did say something about the crown telling him what to do. Well, it's a mental. It's still a mental thing. Oh man, even Aslan's surprised. I figured that it was him. Trying to get some man-to-man talk, but this is the rift that Dorfin built for himself, mentally and physically. But it reminded him of the good old days when he was an innocent, when Thorfinn was still an innocent little kid. But at this point, it's not helping more. It's just reinforcing his own haunting. A little tale to tell. This soundtrack though. Just reading it to each and every one, like how their reaction's gonna turn out, and they're just like, "Oh, this guy's associated with whales. We're putting him on watch." Oh, don't talk with the food in your mouth, man. Oh, he could. Man, be careful, man. It's gonna become Ragnarok over there in Wales. Let's put a galaxy brain meme here. Perfect. It'd be perfect right now. Yeah, 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 right there, right there, right there. Someone make a meme of this, please. Somebody. Imagine that whipped out, and then just like we see a huge galaxy. You like, oh man. Someone who is thinking in and outside the box to someone who is just contain keep himself contained in the damn box. Is literally the villain saga version of the Great Valley. I mean, okay. So is there anyone who hasn't seen? Is there anyone who has seen Land Before Time? By the way, uh, yeah, he would try to go to Vinland too. This point is this man's trying to instill some sort of, you know, new, some sort of reinvigoration to him by mentioning Vinland. if we're gonna reach the promised land, we could start over. No, that made Thorfinn finally sit up and listen. Oh, okay. Trying to protect your motherland. I get it. No need to feel sorry. They better be the only two people here because they were speaking pretty damn loud. You'd think they'd hear him, but fine. It's my turn, isn't it? That's what That's what he's thinking right now. So how is this gonna play out between Ascon and Swain? Because Swain not too long ago triggered this man saying he's the son of a slave. Well, for people like you, it's not always looking good for you in the just in the second to last hour, like in the last hour before Doomsday. I like the smile he had, but if I had to pick the animes I really enjoyed from this year, it'd be Doctor Stone, Fruits Baskets, Symphogear, and this series, and oh yeah, Kaguya-sama too. This series is does like the story itself is so simple, but looking into it, but just just the moments that play out, where it's hearing someone's inner dialogue, and thankfully it's not like the exasperated, overplayed, tedious inner dialogue you get from shonen series, most shonen series, but it's one where you're just like, what did they really think? It doesn't play. It doesn't stretch itself out. It's just like the part where the Ascalon is just like, what is he think? He's like, oh crap, what is he thinking? Like he at first he's just like, I got this king in the palm of my hand, and then all of a sudden, wait, he mentioned whales. So now it's just like, fuck, that's my homeland. That is my homeland. I gotta protect. I really gotta find some way to protect it. And the last scene leading up to it is like, Asuka going to try to persuade Swain to not involve Wales in a war or a battle or anything? Because if he doesn't, like, Wales is going to be drowned in an Armageddon. like for sure, 100%. If he doesn't get his way, find a way to persuade. And Swain has something in it. I mean, he is suspect like he does have Floki there to indicate like who's who's associated with who isn't because like there's mind games right here like between Canute, between Askeladd, between Swain. Thornkill just like I'm just here for the food and drinks. If I don't like I don't care what kind of position I have. If I can get access to all that damn thing as well as the opportunity to battle, I'm good. I like how Thornkill rolls. Not that I want to do that, but I respect the game. Thorfinn though, man, the way you see how Thorfinn acted in this episode. Like he was broke. He was just broken. This man, physically and mentally. And funny enough, he was still able to kick those three people's ass, those three thugs, asses. Like even while basically limp, like while basically in lame mode. Like when I mean lame mode, I mean pretty badly hurt. But unfortunately, it did lead him to get arrested and basically put in the cell because he did start that sort of riot. And they don't even care if he's the princess. He's supposed to be the Canute's guard. I frankly don't think it really matters to them anymore. Because Thorfinn is just for the most part ignored. And the only one that really looked out for him in this entire episode was I don't remember Leif Erikson. I almost forgot his name because he was almost irrelevant like for an entirety until the recent episodes. And boy, him bringing up Vinland just kind of reinvigorated Thorfinn somewhat, or at least had attention, because Thorfinn was just at this point where he's just about to just fall off at the edge of the cliff. At this point, the whole just felt lost. He's just like lost, not knowing what to do, and we all been there. Although the severity of it depends on the weight of us, and the kind of person we are. And Thorfinn, like he really needs to get out of his funk. And hopefully with this mentioning mentioning of Vinland, how Thor's would have, like according to Leif, would have went to try to find reach Vinland as well. That reinvigorated him somewhat. Now I'm not so sure what Thorfinn's gonna do afterwards. I'm guessing he's gonna become more of a pacifist, but at least only fight when he needs to keep himself safe or protect others. I mean, when he does feel need that he needs to protect someone he finds important to him or something. Aslan is probably gonna die. I don't know if he's going to die in terms of this season. I doubt it. I mean, there is a lot of death flags surrounding Aslan, though. He is eventually going to die at some point. It's just a matter of time of when. But yeah, it's such an interest. Every episode so far has been so like, even if it's not completely thought provoking, it's just so powerful to watch. Like the well timed silent moments with just the characters talking, or just contemplating, or like, and then the music does play, and then the grandeur of it leading to the grandeur dialogue, just like, oh, like, yes, we can go there to the promised land or something like that. I like the build-ups with this. Like, the people behind this are doing a really good job. Now there is some sacrifice in terms of the visual quality, um, because you could, like, I'm not saying it's bad. It could just be so much better. Like the CGI was for the entirety of the show was not necessary, but at least it didn't stick out that sorely. It sorely did I just come up with a word? Yeah, it didn't stick out that badly. Like like the Overlord, like the one that, like the CGI in Overlord 3, or in some frames of No Gun's Life. Oh, even that wasn't that bad either. And but yeah, it's been great, and frankly, this needs another season. I hope Wit Studio sticks with it. I don't expect an immediate announcement for season two, but I do hope they continue. Wit Studio continues on with it, because Wit Studio decided to stop their project with Shigeki no Kyojin. So I don't know. So frankly, I don't really care much about the Attack on Titan as much as most people now. I mean, I guess it's because, like, after first and second season, it just kind of, for me, I just watch for Levi because he's like my favorite character in that franchise. I mean, I liked his little the OVA series that was focused on him, by the way. But yeah, it'd be like that. I'm just not that guy that really bought into the whole Attack on Titan thing. So with Wood Studio just kind of moving on from that one and now seemingly focusing on Vinland Saga, I just hope they continue with it. I mean, I just hope they're still not really that gassed out from how much work they put into the visual quality of Shingeki no Kyojin. We'll see. I mean, I don't expect an immediate announcement, like I said before, but this show has been great. I mean, if it wasn't for the visual quality, the qualms with the visual quality that I mentioned already, this would be 10 out of 10. Like hands out, no debating, no question. And I'm not saying it's perfect. There is no such thing as a perfect show, anime, whatever. Perfect. The word perfect, perfect. The term's perfect, perfection. It's loosely tossed around, but it can still have validity in terms of, like, it achieved, like, the peak of what it can do. Not necessarily means it's perfect everywhere. It achieved the peak everywhere else. It's just like it hit all facets at an extreme. That's how people really use the word perfect or perfection nowadays. So yeah, it's gonna feel empty once this series ends. So my hopes for season two are I'm really just bank on those. But at the same time, I do want to exercise my patience. But yeah, that's gonna pretty much do it for Vinland Saga reaction. So if you haven't done so, make sure to subscribe, hit that smash like button if you have not. I mean, let me know what you think in the comments below. If you want to reach me on our social media platforms, just go ahead and check out the links descriptions below. You'll find my Twitch profile, my Twitter profile, my Discord server, and my Patreon page. You can also check out the other channels on YouTube that I support. But that will do it for this edition of Anime Reaction. So until then, guys, we will see you next time.